What's up guys? Today we are doing a little mod that helps clean up the engine bay in an MX5 tenfold. Is getting rid of that ugly screen wash bottle over there and relocating it up into the scuttle right over there. And we are using this, which I've already painted. It come in like brushed aluminium, and I've painted it satin black, and then I've used the same kind of colour switch paint in the lid as I have on the cam cover, so it should look pretty cool. But yeah, this is from Fast 5. I can't remember how much it was. I think it was about £50 or something. Quite expensive considering it doesn't have a pump on it. It just has this, so you have to buy an external pump. The external pump was pretty cheap. It was under like £10. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, so this sits up in the scuttle. Let me show you how this fits. So this will fit right there, and as you can see, it'll probably be at more of an angle up, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Instead of that being there, it's going to be up there. It's quite a simple process, sort of. I have my external pump. Here is the external pump, which I'm also going to mount inside the scuttle like that with a few bolts, drill some holes. I thought I was going to put it about here, drill 2 holes here, put it over the back side there, but I'm not too sure yet. I might run it under there so it's kind of hidden, but yeah, I'm trying not to get it in the way of the wiper linkage and stuff, and sort of want it so it can't be seen. But yeah, so external washer pump. You're going to need some electrical fittings, because you're going to have to extend the wires off of this, and then this is also a male and this is a male, so you can't have them running together. So I'm going to use this because this actually fits nicely on here, and this is the female side, so I'm going to cut that off of the pump there and then extend the wires and then put it on the end of the wires up there. I'm going to find a little hole probably through here to run the wires, and then I have some black kind of vacuum tubing stuff to carry on the thing, because this is also very ugly, having this like clear hose, so I thought black hose would look a lot sleeker, just along the back there if you can see it, which you probably won't be able to, but it just looks better than that. So hose, external washer pump, washer bottle there, and got my drill bits, bolts, electrical bits, and some tools, and that's about it for this install, guys. It's not too hard. So first step is getting rid of this, and then running all the lines across, mounting the pump, doing the electric, yeah, doing the wiring through there to the pump wherever I mount it along here, and then running the rest of the line into the bottle and filling it up with screen wash, and also drilling the holes. There's 2 holes here and here for the bottle, which is right next to that plate there, which you're gonna have to put some bolts through because there's no holes there already. So that's one thing. And then another thing that I had to figure out is how high I want to mount this. So I want obviously the bonnet to be able to close, so I'm not too sure what kind of height I'm going to be able to mount it at. So first step of this washer bottle relocation is getting rid of this ugly ass screen wash bottle from this position here, which can impede on getting in the way of a turbo if you are turboing it, or it just sits there and looks ugly. So yeah, first step is getting rid of this bad boy. There's 2 10mm on there and a little push fitting in the bottom, and if you have fluid in it, do not take the line off, just take the bolts out and get the bottle out, and then you can empty it out. If it's decent screen wash, you can reuse it, or you have like a really full bottle and you don't want to waste any, put it back into another container. But yeah, you just want to have it completely empty before you disconnect the pump, because it will just all empty out onto you. So yeah, first step, getting rid of this. There you go, that is the bottle out, and I shall quickly empty this out now. Okay, so now I've removed the screen wash bottle, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take these wires and I'm just going to open these up if I can. How do I even do this? It's not very good at all, that. Yeah, I'm just going to take these wires on here and I'm going to snip them off about here. There we go. So there is the female terminals. These will fit perfectly on here. So this is what I'm going to use for this, and then this is probably going to go in the Volvo because I don't have a screen wash bottle at the moment in the Volvo, so this is going to get retrofitted somehow into the Volvo. I don't even know how yet, but so there is the external screen wash pump, and that is going to probably be mounted upside down to be a little bit more stealthy. So as you guys might be able to see, this little fitting here used to be stuck on to that bit there, and it used to be in there normally, whereas someone snapped it off and they have used some black silicone or something like that to try to stick it back on. But I think the only thing that I'm going to be able to do at the moment is probably stick it on, but with something a bit stronger. So I'm going to use some chemical metal to try and stick this back onto there, or I might use some 2-part epoxy, I'm not too sure yet, but yeah, let's get that done and stuck back on, and then we can run the rest of the lines. So I've just attached this bit of line to here, just so I don't have to try and push it on after I've glued it and maybe break the glue or whatever. But I've got some Gorilla 2-part epoxy here. Pull upon, and then pop that onto here. Probably pop a little bit more on just to be sure. Onto this side, and a little bit on the actual hood there. Just gonna hold that on there for a second and let it dry. Could be here for a little while. Next stage after this, cutting these off and getting the washer bottle out, is we're going to have to get this mounted into where we want to have it in the scuttle, so we can run the screen washer line to it, and then also connect the wires up and extend them to how long they need to be. So now I'm in a bit of a predicament. Everywhere down here, if you go far enough down, it goes into like a double skinned layer, which isn't really good to go into because it can rust on the inside. Everywhere along the top here, you can see it, and also these brake lines are in the way. Down here is the registration VIN number plate, so that's not a very good place to do it. And also then here is where the actual pump will be, where the tank will be mounted. So I don't know where along here I can put the external pump. There's a few things I can do now. I can't really go down behind here because you have to take all of this off, and I can't get these out without damaging them like terribly. So I don't really want to be doing that. I really want to do the cable tie option, so I think I'm going to do the sticky option and just stick it down on the bottom of the actual scuttle. So with a bit of double-sided like foamy white sticky to stick it down to the bottom so it doesn't get hit by the arms. And yeah, because my first idea was to bolt it on, which it doesn't look like it's going to be an option at the moment unless I have it way back down here, but then there's a hole here anyway for the air intake to go into the cabin. So yeah, I think I'm going to double-sided sticky tape probably right around here or along here, and that will be out the way of everything and right in line to wire up and do all the plumbing to it. So let's get that going. Here I have my screen wash pump and double-sided sticky, and I've got some brake cleaner as well, just so I'm going to brake cleaner the pump. I'm just going to brake cleaner this part of the pump where I'm going to stick the sticky, just so it doesn't have any oily residue or anything like that that the sticky can't stick to. So this will make sure that the sticky will stay sticked onto it. So just gonna take my sticky there, and stick that on. Now I'm going to brake cleaner the scuttle panel and stick it down to the scuttle. So here's what it looks like so far. I've got the line here, and there is my pump. So I'm just going to cut the line and then attach this line. So I found these two bits of wire just sitting around my garage because I don't really want to use more new wire, just because yeah, wire is expensive after a while. So I'm just going to take these two bits of wire here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it in black electrical tape, just to make them a little bit cleaner. So yeah, just going to get it started like this. I'm going to wrap it all the way down, and so on. Okay. So after a long boring amount of time, here is the wire. It's not the neatest job in the world, but as you can see, it's fully wrapped in electrical tape. It's got a little bit of extra rigidity, and it means that if anything's rubbing against it, it's going to be a bit more insulated and protected. So I'm going to cut these off and put some little fittings on them now, so I can attach them to the wiring from the original pump and then over to the new external pump. And that's annoying. I only have these yellow straight through connectors. I don't have any blue ones left, so looks like I'm going to have to use the yellow ones and just have both of them like all the way through and hope that they squash together pretty nicely. But that should be alright if we do that on one side, and then we can do spade terminals I think on the other side. Just have to pull it through, and then yeah, spade terminals on the other side, so I can probably disconnect it and I probably won't be able to feed it through. So I might just solid connect this side as well. One side done, it looks ugly as anything, but hey ho, I've wrapped it back up in insulating tape. So that's the pump side, and then this is the other side, so I'm going to strip these down and connect it to the other side, and then we shall go from there. I've put the terminals on now, but this is how far I've got, and I haven't got the tank in yet. That's the last piece to go in, and then it is ready to go. So down here, this is the old wire. I've tucked the terminals down behind there, and then as you can see here, that's the new wire taped up, and that goes through a little hole there, comes out on this side, goes down here, through, and here. So you can see the wire and the tube both go up and along, not the neatest, but up to the pump over there. Then we've got the pump there, and the other tube here, which is going to go to the tank. So we just need to get the tank fitted into here, drill the holes in here, bolt it up, and it should be a go. So as you can probably see, I've got the tank in here, and quickly tighten this down. I could probably leave it in there like this. It's held up by the line on there, but I think I might just have it just so. The only problem is I don't know if the hood we could do it so it comes up a little like that, but I am scared that this is going to hit on the hood of the car. So yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it down, and to be honest, I'm just going to leave it like this, I think, unless it rattles too much. Might put a bit of double-sided sticky in here, because I don't really want to drill the holes at a skew-if angle. I'd want to do them like this, but then again, I'm scared it's not going to close. I'm going to have to take it out and then have two holes there, which isn't going to be very good. So I'm going to try and do this outro really fast because I am literally freezing. So that was today, fitting the screen wash bottle up into the scuttle panel with the Fast 5 screen wash bottle. They're made to fit in that location, so they feel really good. Otherwise you can use Suzuki Cappuccino washer bottle, which I actually have an example of here in my car. This is a Suzuki Cappuccino washer bottle, which is what I used because it was cheap second hand. The Mark II washer bottles are actually in a different place. They are up here, not attached to the back on the Mark II, so yeah, it's a little bit different, and those really get in the way of a turbo. There you go, makes the engine bay look a bit cleaner. Like you can see a big nice empty space of blue there. Gonna get rid of this, gonna get rid of this at some point, and yeah, it's getting there slowly. Okay guys, so that was today's video. As I said, moving the screen wash bottle, I think it makes a massive difference to the appearance of the car. Also, if you're having a turbo, it gets it out of the way of that. So it was just a little guide. As I said, I'm freezing, but if you like the video, go ahead and give it a like down below. Comment what you think of the install. Tell me how I'm doing, guys. I'd like to hear a bit of feedback from you guys. It's always good when you tell me kind of what's going wrong or whatever, what you guys would like to see. So go ahead, comment down below what you think of this install, comment what you want to see in the future, and I shall see you in the next one. Also, don't forget, subscribe if you want to see more.